Namaste. Welcome to my YouTube astrological channel Akool Saral Jyotish Astrology Simplified. Today I shall discuss on a Hindu astrological classical dictum. Hindu astrological classical dictum, that is Karaka Bhava Nashaya. Myths versus reality 2026, because my research I have done in 2026. In Hindi, Karaka Bhava Nashaya Vivechana. In Sanskrit, Vivechana. Karaka Bhava Nashaya Vivechana. Bhram Banam Vastavikata. Myth versus reality. I will reveal the reality. I will explain the reality, because there are several misconceptions surrounding Karaka Bhava Nashaya. So let us proceed. Today I am going to burst the truth against all misconceptions surrounding the astrological classical dictum of Karaka Bhava Nashaya, which in plain English means the natural significator, means Karaka, destroys the house it represents, and silently, and two words are silent here, and silent when occupying it. It is silent. It has been kept silent from this Karaka Bhava Nashaya dictum. It has been kept silent, but it is obvious that when the Karaka planet, say for example Jupiter is the Putra Karaka, when is in the fifth house of progeny, it denies progeny, is the classical dictum. But it is not so. Always we have to examine it deeply, and I will reveal in my 2026 research how does it work. You will be going to know something gem and jewel today. It is nothing short as gem and jewel, or you have already made yourself acquainted with misconceptions. But today you will be satisfied that you will be out of the misconceptions and you could understand the Karaka Bhava Nashaya in its true meaning. So please remain attached to the video until the end if you want to learn what is Karaka Bhava Nashaya. And I know all my viewers are very sincere and they sincerely want to understand the astrology, Hindu astrology or Vedic astrology, in which name you like to call. So it is obvious from the comment I received from my loved viewers. They are very intelligent, you are very intelligent, they means you are very intelligent. By now I could understand you are very sincere also. That also I could understand. So please remain attached to my video until the end is my appeal, humble appeal. So let us proceed further. Please remember whatever now I am going to disclose, because it is the crux I am going to disclose now. The crux of my astrological research 2026 is that the natural significator, means Karaka, represents the natural traits of a house and destroys, means Nashayo, it when placed in the significator house, means Karaka Bhava, and make the significator house to behave abnormally and unconventionally, and that too is limited to the living signification of the house, only living signification. For example, fifth house is the living signification of progeny, child. But it has many other non-living significations like speculation, your knowledge, everything. This will not be affected if Jupiter is in the fifth house. He is the natural Karaka of the fifth house, for example. And that too is limited to the living signification of the house, while the non-living significations of the house get multiplied and promoted by the natural Karaka. If Jupiter is in your fifth house, for example, you will be very intelligent. You will be very intelligent. You may be denied child, biological children, but you will get devotees in lakhs, in crores, in billions. You will get devotees. Because devotees and disciples also come under fifth house. Disciples. You will get a lot of disciples, followers. People will follow you. You will be very intelligent. Your brain would be sharp-edged. So, only thing it harms is the living signification. When the natural Karaka is in the Karaka Bhava, Karaka house, only living significations. And that too it may not deny. It will give unconventionality. Suppose you have got a child, and your child is so up to date. What should I say? Is so up to date, he doesn't obey you, or he is a deformed, physically handicapped. You will not enjoy with your child if the Jupiter is in the fifth house. Is the summary. You will not be enjoying the happiness of the children. You may not deny the children. You may get biological children, but you will not be happy with your biological children. They will be very uncaring to you and all those things. That too subject to analysis, further analysis. Because anything in astrology is not guaranteed until we put the dictums in trials. Means through research. It must pass through research and analysis. In a nutshell, every house of a horoscope has a natural Karaka as follows. Please, if you want, you can jot down also. The Sun is the natural Karaka of the first house. If Sun is there in the first house, your physical body may get affected. Means you may be very lean and thin, or you may be too fatty. Means you will not be look so nice. You will not be look handsome or beautiful either. Like that only. If Sun is in your ascendant. The Moon is the natural Karaka of the fourth house and mother. And if Moon is in the fourth house, it may cause diseases to your mother, or your mother would be too ultra-modern, who will not be caring to her children and spouse, husband. Though these are all tentative things I am talking about. Everything is subject to analysis, because astrology is a subject of deep analysis. Mars is the natural Karaka of the third house and the younger sibling. If Mars is there in the third house, either you may be denied younger sibling, or your younger sibling would be something extraordinary that you will not like. Isn't it? Younger sibling, not elder sibling. Jupiter is the natural Karaka of the second house of wealth and parents' family. Fifth house of children, ninth house of luck and father, and the 11th house of elder sibling and gains. So Jupiter, if there is in the second house, it will not affect your wealth. It will harm your means not harming actually. Unconventionality in your parents' family. Unconventionality. Unorthodoxy, which you will not like. If the Jupiter is in the fifth house, you may not be denied always the children, but you may not be happy with your children. If the Jupiter is in the ninth house, you have a father, but you may not like his way of living. Simple thing. And if it is in the 11th house, Jupiter being the Karaka of the 11th house, you may not like your elder brother. And it may deny your elder brother also, both ways. Whatever happens, it is subject to analysis, isn't it? So it is, things becomes very easy when you will go on analyzing and researching. Venus is the natural Karako of the 7th house and spouse. So if Venus is there in the 7th house, you will not be happy with your spouse. It may not deny your marriage or may deny your marriage also, either. But you will not be happy with your spouse is for granted. Saturn is the natural Karako of the 6th house of enemies and maternal siblings. 8th and 12th house. 3 houses. If Saturn is in the 6th house, your maternal relations means your mama means uncle, your uncle, aunts, mosi, they will not be, you will not like them, or they may not be at all. Your mother may be single child of her parents. These are the things. So there is nothing to be worried so much. So let us take a horoscope to discuss. Very interesting horoscope. Horoscope of Kishore Kumar, popularly known as Kishore Da, a famous and legendary Bollywood playback singer. See, in his horoscope with Sagittarius ascendant, Venus is in the 7th house, who is the Karaka of the 7th house. It is aspected by Saturn. First it will give affliction. Saturn aspects, Saturn's, that too retrograde, means slanting aspect. Tircha aspect, slanting aspect, always bad. Always bad. Aspect of the retrograde planets are never favorable. Their aspects are always bad. And it is a slanting planet, means it looks not straight away. In a angle manner, it will look, say at 45-degree angle, 30-degree angle, 15-degree angle, whatever may be. So, it is doing so. But you know, his marriage was not denied. He married 4 times. He married 4 times. What is the marrying 4 times? What is the meaning of marrying 4 times? Means unconventionality, unorthodoxy in marriage, because 7th house represents single marriage, not multiple marriage. But because of Saturn, Venus is in the 7th house, the Karaka in the Karaka Bhava house. So it brought unconventional. He was lucky in one way. If I take those things in lighter vein, he was lucky in one way, because he married 4 times and none of his wife complained against him. He married Jogita Bali, he married Ruma Guha Thakurta, his first wife. Then he married, I have forgotten, all are from the film world only. I don't know their name, 2-3 names I can remember. Because it got, what is the serious thing? What you have to understand, that it brought unconventionality. It didn't deny marriage. There is one more reason I am going to explain. Who is Saturn? Saturn is the 2nd lord from the Sagittarius ascendant. And who is Saturn from the 7th house? It is the 9th lord for his Aquarius lordship. From 7th house Gemini, Saturn is the ninth lord, for his Aquarius lordship, and from the second house and from ascendant, it is the second lord. Combined. What the second and ninth house combines indicates? Dhan Yoga. Dhan Yoga. Second and ninth house when combined, it is the indication of Dhan Yoga, means yoga of wealth. And yoga of wealth, in case of living signification, it is multiplication. It is multiplication. So Saturn also helped Venus to enable Kishore married multiple times. Let me now narrate. You will get your confusion would further this thing go away. In the horoscope of Kishore, with Sagittarius ascendant, the seventh house is Gemini and is occupied by the Karaka Bhava Nashaya. I have shown you the natural significator of the seventh house, which is the seventh house of marriage, Karaka Bhava itself, and is also afflicted by Saturn. I have told you, first affliction. As per the astrological classical dictum, Karako Bhava Nashaya, Kishore should have remained unmarried for lifelong. Did it really happen with him? The answer is a big no. The answer is a big no. Where is Nashayo gone? Nashayo means destruction. Where destruction has gone? It has the natural signification got multiplied by 4 marriages. So, for lifelong, did it really happen with him? The answer is big no. Instead, he married 4 times. The big astrological question is why. That I have already revealed, and I will now going to reveal the remaining part also. I will explain the astrological logic and reason to the best of my understanding. First, the traits of the seventh house are for a fast single marriage. Seventh house indicates the fast single marriage, not multiple marriage. Fast single marriage, which Venus violated through him, giving in 4 marriages, destroying the natural beauty and conventionality of the seventh house, as the spouse is the living signification of the seventh house. It didn't affect anything, only living signification, spouse. Moreover, Saturn is a Dhan Karaka planet for marriage in his horoscope and has been aspecting the seventh house and Venus. Saturn is the ninth lord of luck from the seventh house of Gemini and the second lord from the Lagna, thereby assuming the power of a Dhan Karaka for his marriage. Dhan Yoga, when connected to the seventh house, can give multiple marriages or rich spouse, wife in his case. All his wives were very rich. They were all science stars, means film actors. So next horoscope, it is the next. I am bringing the Navamsha D9 chart of Kishore. See, in his Navamsha, ascendant is Taurus. When ascendant is Taurus, Taurus is afflicted by Ketu and by the aspect of Mars, because they are the natural, what is called, they are the natural malefic. So, Mars is the seventh lord. When Taurus is the ascendant, Mars is the seventh lord. Mars has been aspecting the ascendant. First, it is not that bad since it is the seventh lord, but it is the natural malefic planet. It will sure to what is called afflict the Lagna of the Navamsha, which is a Karaka Bhava. By galaxing through the Navamsha Lagna, one would say he remained unmarried for lifelong. But it was not true, because Navamsha Lagna is very much afflicted. That indicates he didn't have the inclination for marriage or any interest for marriage, but he had tremendous inclination for marriage, tremendous interest for marriage. That is why he married 4 times, isn't it? So astrology is a subject matter of analysis. Don't go by the snapshot method. See, I will now explain why multiple marriage. That is my promise. Mars is with Venus. Venus is the natural Karaka of the 7th house. Venus is the natural Karaka of 7th house. Venus is the natural Karaka of 7th house. It is in the 7th house. So it will bring unconventionality, as I have already discussed. It will not deny marriage always. It will bring unconventionality in the married life as well as in the marriage, isn't it? So what Venus did, Venus brought unconventionality, means given him 4 marriages. And Rahu is also a unconventional planet, unorthodox, a multiplier. And Mars, the house lord, is in the 7th house itself, very strong 7th house. So all those factors combinedly contributed to his multiple marriage. So it is the crux I have explained, and why multiple marriage. So please don't get afraid by seeing the Karaka Lord. Karaka Bhava means Karaka in the Karaka house, natural Karaka in the Karaka house. What the astrologer would say by seeing this combination? He is unmarried. If I don't take his name and he is not aware of the background of Kishore Kumar, an astrologer will say he is unmarried. He cannot marry because what is called the Lagna is afflicted by Ketu. Ketu always deny marriage. Ketu is a spiritual planet. Rahu support marriage because it is a materialistic planet. It is a multiplier. And Venus is in the Karaka Bhava, 7th house. Of the Navamsha, not birth chart Navamsha, the specific chart for marriage. It didn't deny because it is with the 7th Lord. Afflicted. Still it didn't deny because 7th Lord is very strong. 7th Lord want to give him marriage. And 7th Lord is very strong, so it gave him marriage not once but 4 times. That these things are unorthodoxy, unconventionality. So when the Karaka, natural Karaka, is in the Karaka Bhava, it doesn't deny, it always doesn't deny the living signification of the Karaka Bhava. It may bring unconventionality which other will not like. That is why his chart has come for discussion here. Had he married once, nobody would have discussed about him, particularly from this angle. Since he married 4 times, people discussing about his marriage because of unconventionality, something uncommon, unorthodoxy, eye-catching. All those are eye-catching, isn't it? You will get the focus on a particular area of your life, and that too not in a what is called normal way. It will be abnormality. So when Karaka, natural Karaka in the Karaka house, it always doesn't deny the significations of the Karaka house. It may multiply also. What it will give, it will bring unconventionality. It will bring unorthodoxy. So people may not like all those things. Na? From society you belong. We are Indian society. So four marriage is not there, uncommon in our society. Four marriage. Now I am narrating. In the Navamsha horoscope D9 of Kishore with Taurus Lagna, the seventh house is Scorpio. Again Venus is in the seventh house. It was in the seventh house in the birth chart. It is again in the seventh house in the Navamsha chart, the specific chart for marriage. Afflicted by Rahu and Mars. First affliction. In the birth chart it was afflicted by Saturn. In the Navamsha chart it is again afflicted by two planets. So he should not have married according to the classical dictum. Karaka Bhava Nashaya. Where Karaka Bhava Nashaya? Where is destruction? It is multiplicity. On the contrary. Afflicted by Rahu and Mars. In such a situation, he should have remained unmarried, going by the classical astrological dictum, Karaka Bhava Nashaya. But he married 4 women. The fact is that he married 4 women. The actual astrological, analytical reason is that Mars, the 7th lord, is in the 7th house, making the 7th house of marriage strong. Venus, being the natural Karaka of the 7th house of spouse, is in the 7th house, bringing unconventionality. It is true, it is the crux. Unconventionality in his marriage with Rahu, another unorthodox planet and unconventional planet. Rahu also acted like the 7th lord, because wherever Rahu is posited, in which house it is posited, it acts like that lord only. 7th lord, this is the reason behind his multiple marriages. See, it is the multiple marriages. Where is Karaka Bhava Nashaya? Where is Nash? Where is destruction? Example is in front of you. I have not taken the horoscope of any of my clients. I have brought the horoscope of a famous person, an iconic figure. All details are about Mr. Kishore Kumar is available in the internet, in the print media, in the social media. You can corroborate. I never bring the horoscope of common person because you would not be able to corroborate my statement. I want my statement got corroborated so that you have some faith in my research. If I cannot corroborate it in the horoscope of famous personality, we have every reason to disbelieve me. Or such astrologers or such astrological teacher who fail to bring the horoscope of famous persons for demonstration of his or her research. I invariably bring. I do not bring the horoscope of a common person. I bring the horoscope of a famous person so that you become convinced. He has married 4 times and it is against the Karaka Bhava Nashaya. Against Karaka Bhava Nashaya is prevailing in his horoscope, both in the birth chart and as well as in the Navamsha, D9. He should have remained unmarried, going by the Karaka Bhava Nashaya. But he married 4 times, I have explained. Why? Why is the answer is that unconventionality, unorthodoxy, something you will not like, something people will not like. That is only. This is the reason I repeatedly appeal to my loved viewers not to go blindly by the classical dictums. before putting them in trials on real horoscopes. However, people will now question me, why not classical dictum? My God, so sentimental. However, I maintain the classical dictums are our roadmaps to take Hindu astrology to newer heights. Because I have based my research on the classical dictum only by applying them on the horoscopes in 2026. So, classical dictum are dictum. It are just mere statement. Put them on trial and then believe. New research will come out. If you continue to do so now, something new thing will come out. But your basis is classical dictum. Isn't it? Next horoscope I have brought of a very famous person, saintly person, Thakur Ramakrishna Paramhans Dev of Arche Mission. Ramakrishna Mission. Thakurji, in the horoscope of Thakurji, Ramakrishna Paramhans Dev, a saintly figure, a religious figure, a divine figure. Ascendant is Aquarius. Please look at my cursor. Jupiter is in the 5th house. Retrograde. 5th house. What 5th house represent? What is the living signification of the 5th house? It is children. He was denied children, it is true. But he was bestowed with billions and trillions of followers and devotees and disciples all over the world. You know Ramakrishna Mission, how famous is it? Who is the founder of Ramakrishna Mission? Swami Vivekananda. And and Thakurji was a devotee of Mother Kali, deity Kali. So he was denied, but denial means bringing some unconventionality. It will give you something. And in multiplication. In multiplication. Not one. In thousands, lakhs, crores take. I have denied your children, but I will give you something equivalent to the children, uncommon, which will spread like, what should I say, spread like a typhoon, a cyclone. In the horoscope of Thakurji, Jupiter, who is the natural Karako of the children, is in the 5th house of children and denied him progeny. In this case, it was denied. Since Jupiter is retrograde and strong in Chestamala, it is very strong. Retrograde is retrograde. It is retrograde, so it is strong in Chestamala. A natural benefic planet, when retrograde, becomes exceedingly harmful, being a Tircha planet. Tircha means slanting planet. In Hindi, we call Tircha planet, slanting planet by look or at look. When you look at a retrograde planet by naked eyes, you will find it is slanting. Thakurji used to call his wife Mother, Sardamata. Thakurji used to call his wife Mother as he had discovered Goddess Kali is in his wife. That is also unconventionality. Goddess Kali he discovered. It is really, he discovered Goddess Kali in his wife. If he has said so, it is 100% correct. It is the Holy Grail. Though a Tircha strong being retrograde, Tircha planet Jupiter, Jupiter denied him biological children and destroyed the living significance of the fifth house, but blessed him with enormous devotees, numbered in several billions, across the globe, whom the immortal Thakurji considers his children. We are all children of Thakurji. Thakur Ramakrishna Paramhans Dev. As such, the effect of the classical astrological dictum Karaka Bhava Nashaya is limited to the living significance of the house and in bringing unconventionality, it is my research, unconventionality, to the significant house to which natural significator is placed, and there is nothing to be worried about. It will multiply. Along with denial, it will give you something which is uncommon. In the living signification, if it denies your children, it will give you devotees. It will give you followers. You will be very intelligent at that time because the Karaka Bhava is in the Karaka house. So the Karaka Bhava is very strong. Karaka Bhava means Bhava Karaka, not Bhava Lord. Bhava Lord is also very important, but the natural Karaka means Karaka. When in the Karaka house, it denies beauty of the house. Only beauty of the house. It will do something. It will deny beauty of the house. Deny children. Give you disciples. Beauty has gone of the house. In this way, we have to this thing analyze. So it was my 2026 research. When Karaka Bhava is in the Karaka house, it doesn't destroy the Karaka Bhava. Only it affects the natural significations, and that too natural, not natural, living significations, and that too limited to the living significations only. It will alter the living significations and it will add some unconventionality, unorthodoxy, something else, so you will come in the focus of the others. Thakurji is in the focus of the others. All people, billions of people knows him because of his childlessness. He doesn't have biological children, but he is known to world over because of the fifth house. Because of the fifth house. Because disciples comes under the fifth house. Followers comes under the fifth house. Devotees come under the fifth house. It was expanded like anything. Only children was denied. So, please don't be worried. When Karaka Bhava is in the Karaka house, if it denies something, it will along with give you something also. In greater number, you will be amazed. So, if the Karaka Bhava Nashaya exists in your horoscope, please comment. Let us know. If you have liked the video, please give a like and comment also. Comment is invariably. Please comment. I like comments. That is why I always appeal. Please comment. If you have Karaka Bhava Nashaya in your horoscope. So please comment. Please subscribe also. It will give me motivation to bring such research video in 2026. So please subscribe to the channel is my last appeal. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time.